Hello there, Kyle Katarn here,
And the Bendu.
coming back for another reaction to Ahsoka.
Up
This is
four.
episode 4. Shout out to Necronic for editing this reaction for us and smuggling it past the Night Sisters of Dathomir. Oh yeah. So Bendu, we lost you for the second half of the last reaction. Can we get a brief summary of your
Yeah.
thoughts of
So,
that final sequence?
so part three was great. Not only
Agreed.
was like the absolute dogfight of it, I loved that the way that the design of the ships was very similar to what Grievous's little ship was like in episode
Totally,
3.
totally. I think I said that actually in the
But
reaction
also, they
too.
were very World War II or like World War One looking.
Yes,
Like they were.
yes.
Very,
It was a
like,
straight up like
fighter
Pacific
jet.
theaters feeling
Yeah,
dogfight
like they were
for sure.
very old school, like airplane, like fighter jet looking sort of thing. Like unlike the A wings or the normal fighter jets that we've seen. This was very old school
Right.
fight. Um,
Dude, that cartwheel though,
it was absolutely amazing.
the zero G stunt,
Ahsoka-
so good.
The fact that
So good.
Ahsoka had a spacesuit and was able to go out on her own ship and
Oh, it was so Rebels. It was
like,
so Clone
it was
Wars.
very Rebels. It was very Filoni. It was very like meta wise. We could say that Rey got her idea of doing the cartwheel over the TIE fighter to slice off the wing from Ahsoka. So it's like this is the second.
That's a really good connection to make. I hadn't even thought about like the symmetry between those two characters doing the move like that.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Dude, people on spaceships, like standing on the spaceships, fighting in space, is so. It's like such a Star Wars animation move to pull. I'm thinking like
Yeah.
Plo Koon, Anakin did it,
Yes.
Ezra Bridger did it, hell, Ahsoka herself did
Yes.
it in the Clone Wars. It's so dope. I never thought I'd see that in live
Yeah,
action.
there was a lot of
so
little-
freaking cool.
little things that were really great.
So I don't know if you know it.
Marok also. That was the first time we actually got to hear Marok kind of talk and what his name actually is instead of Merrick.
And his voice was very like
It's very
sinister
ruffled. It's
and-
very like it's through the Inquisitor mask, just like the Bird Inquisitor that we saw in Tales of the Jedi. Like he had
oh yeah, Mr. One and Done.
yeah, he had a very digital, like muffled. I can't think of the word right.
It's very muffled. Some would say it's deliberately disguised. Everyone on the internet's been like in a frenzy talking about Marok and who is he? Is he a character we know with a secret identity? Is it going to be a
But we
reveal?
didn't get his real name.
What do you think?
We did get the actor's name though in the end credits. It was an actor named Paul Darnell and we don't know if that's Marok's voice. We just know that that's the person in the suit. Is his name?
Yeah, people thought that it was going to be Sam Witwer. It's still possibly
Well,
Sam
I mean,
Witwer.
my
'Cause
thought, that's
he's a tall dude. He's a tall dude. That
Most
did not look
likely.
like Sam Witwer in the suit. You know?
I mean, it's at different points, like when we were still seeing teaser trailers and images. Like, I totally could have thought that it could have been like a woman in the costume because like we didn't get to see the what the female martial artist who was the sand person fighter in Book of Boba Fett. We never actually got to see what they looked like. So it wouldn't
True.
surprise me if Lucasfilm or if Star Wars in general, like if they had a really great, body double.
Wait, so are you saying it was you thought it might have been the same actress, or you think
Yeah,
it
I
might
thought
have
it
been
might
the
have been the
Tusken
same
character?
No.
Got
I
it.
I thought it might have been.
I was about to be like, whoa, that's a wild. That's probably the most
I'm not
wild
saying
theory
that
I've heard.
Marok is- no, I'm not saying that Marok
I hear you. I hear you now.
I'm saying it used to be the
Do you
same
have a
spot.
theory? Do you think Marek is just Marek? He's his own character, or do you think it's someone we know in disguise?
No, I don't think it's anyone we know in disguise.
You think he's brand new? Brand new?
I mean,
My personal theory is that there's nobody in there, and that it's like some bed knobs and broomsticks.
I saw
and
it.
shit.
It'd be hilarious.
And
Like, if
yeah,
it was
he's just a suit of armor fighting people.
If it was just
That's what I'm sticking with.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But I mean, like at the end of the day, too. So like the Inquisitor that was hunting Maul, that we first fucking Frogger, the Frog Boy who was obsessed with the flying saber and who really owned that part.
Eighth brother.
Fucking
Eighth
that
brother.
dude. Yeah, like he was a one and done. Like it wouldn't surprise. Like we don't know how many Inquisitors were altered, were trained. Like we don't really know.
We don't have a round number, so we don't know how many are out there.
Yeah, exactly. So aside from, we just know that most Inquisitors have some sort of alterning that like happening to their body. Like we don't know.
I mean, like anything is really possible when it comes to the Inquisitors. A lot of it is unknown. Like your point about it potentially being a woman, like a lot of their armor is so unisex, like that doesn't really seem to matter and like you can't really tell necessarily
No.
based on who you're looking at because they're all fully armored head to toe usually anyway. But because everyone's talking about it, I just figured we should both go on record with what our theories are before we watch this thing. So you think that Marok is just Marok, brand new character?
I think he's just he could just be he could just be some random Inquisitor. Maybe he was.
That's 99.9% probably what's going to be.
If anything, I think he probably is just some Inquisitor that maybe like Baron. Fuck. Okay, if you want something like maybe okay, so here it is. Maybe
lay it on me. What do you got? Give me a theory.
Marok used to be some really young Inquisitor who was hired to hunt Baron. Not Baron. What's his name? Balin, yeah. He was probably hired to hunt down Balin, and Balin's
ooh, and you think Balin turned him?
Yeah, Balin's like, who the fuck told you I'm a Jedi? I'm not a Jedi. Look at this saber. Like,
Balin does seem to be like well-spoken, like pretty measured and like well thought out with what he's doing. So like I wouldn't be surprised if he was able to like convert someone.
And he doesn't have the typical Jedi look, but we know that because of what Hugh Yang said, like he was trained at the temple at some point.
Yeah, Balin is the only one that we have confirmed has a Jedi past. We don't know about Shin. We don't know about Marok.
Shin was probably just straight up like found, taught, and apprenticed by Balin.
That's the only question I have is, was she like a youngling? Or was she not trained until after the fall?
I think
that's the only question.
Potentially too young for that. Like I don't like. Granted, this
no way to know. We don't really know these ages.
Yeah, well, I mean, like so Reva. If we were going to use Reva's age as an example, like Reva was a youngling during that period of time, right? And then by the time we see her in Kenobi, she's like the age that she is. And then, but the point in time that this show is supposed to take place is like after Kenobi, after Mandalorian.
Reva would be a lot older if she was on this show.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think Shin was a young.
Yeah, I think Shin's too young. She's too young to have been a youngling. Of course, not an apprentice. Like there's no way she was Padawan age, but I thought maybe youngling.
But what I really love and appreciate is that they also used the Jedi headgear for their ships.
Yes, I noticed that. Just like Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones.
Such little callbacks, but it's like that's such a cool little thing of having the Jedi headgear.
Absolutely, I love it.
Yeah, so I didn't realize. So something that Rebels brought up, but something that this show really emphasized was the pure monstrous scale and the size of Purgles. Like, because we knew
of the Purgle, they're massive.
like we knew that they were large creatures because they travel throughout space and they eat gas clouds and become even bigger. But like the fact that they were able to do a dogfight between the tentacles. Which also
that was so cool.
It looked like something straight out of Hellboy. Like it was very strangely eldritch because of how huge these creatures are with these giant whale mouths, but still these huge tentacles.
There is definitely something like ancient horror, like the old gods. It is definitely the tentacles adds to that about them. Like Rebels kind of made them whimsical in a way, and like there's a lot of wholesome interactions because of Ezra, but like they're fucking terrifying.
Live action,
they're terrifying.
It was terrifying. It was very terrifying, and like yeah. But we
can't all be Whale Rider. It's great if you're Ezra, but for the rest of us, we're lunch.
They looked perfect. I loved that they didn't have like it wasn't just straight tentacles. Like they didn't have suction cups. Like they were literally just like their own.
No, yeah, they're basically like warp nacelles to mix my franchises up. Like they're fully like pieces of equipment that allow them to travel through hyperspace, and I really hope we get to see that in this show. We get to see one like light up and just take off. That'd be so cool. They were not nearly as colorful as they were in Rebels, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we saw them in atmosphere.
That's true.
And they were in a very gray environment. And also, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that like they get more colorful the more gas they consume. So like when they're super colorful, they're like ready for hyperspace.
That would make sense.
I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, kind of like their suit, they're powering up almost.
Exactly.
Well, they were already doing because we got to see them.
They have those lines. They have those lines along the inner tentacle that light up as they go, and when they're fully charged, like you can tell.
There's such the fact that like the idea also that they have the same sort of travel patterns as regular whales, and that's potentially how we got our hyperspace maps. Like,
that's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool.
That
we need some stories about that, about the ancient discoverers of hyperspace technology. More stuff about the Santekas.
Yeah, either A, someone had to like put on a spacesuit and like strap themselves on top of this whale, or B, they like
the hell of a visual.
Yeah, dude, like they just space avatared it and just like, you know, did the air nomad thing. Because like, if you don't have a ship that can go hyperspeed or like light speed or enter hyperspace, like, how would you do? Well, I guess you would just have to. I don't know. Be close.
Well, you know how Poseidon has a chariot pulled by like dolphins and shit? What if you could have like a space chariot just pulled by the whales? That'd be epic.
Option 3, right?
That's kind of what I'm worrying is going to happen with that giant hyperspace ring. Is that everyone's theorizing it's for a Star Destroyer, and yeah, it probably is.
I think it's first.
But what if it's like a control collar for a space whale?
That'd be fucked up.
Because Ahsoka is able to disrupt their progress, they can't do it the way they were planning, and now they have to improvise and use a space whale to get to Peridia, where Thrawn's at.
If it was for a space whale, though, why would it need its own like why would it need its own engines if like the whale itself is the engine?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Ahsoka is able to disrupt their plans, like they take out some of the warp cores. Fucking warp cores, god damn it. I've been watching too much Star Trek. They take out some of the hyperdrives or something like that, so they have to improvise and come up with a plan B, so they use like the Purrgil as a hyperdrive.
That's fair.
You know? Just like a scenario like that. Either way,
but I feel like we're gonna get to see them a lot more. We're gonna get a lot more action of them than we did the Mythosaur, probably.
It's Chekhov's smoking Purrgil, you know? It's been seen on screen, so now is it going to go to hyperspace?
It's so cool that we get more big monsters in Star Wars.
Yes. We keep building the kaiju verse of Star Wars. It's getting pretty awesome. And then in the Darth Vader comics, like 2 of the kaiju actually fight each other, and it's pretty amazing.
Exegol, man.
On Exegol, yeah, Palpatine versus Vader having a proxy battle with giant monsters. Just a little side note for the people watching at home: Bendu's got a brand new router, so we should be good to go without technical difficulties this time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you ready, best friend?
I am. Part 4 looks pretty rockin'.
Do it!
I'm gonna try again.
Affirmative.
There is no way Hu Yang can get up from that position by himself.
I will try to cannibalize some wiring from the secondary motivator and see if I can rewire the transmitter.
What does that mean?
You're going to unplug it from one thing and plug it into something else.
I fear we face a difficult choice. If we can't make the journey to find Ezra, then no one should.
Destroy the ring before they have a chance to use it. The risk of Thrawn is too great for her to find Ezra.
Yeah.
He'd be stranded out there. Maybe this time for good.
Better that than allowing Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
She said the thing.
Hook drop.
Oops,
assassin droid.
Looming HK. Awesome.
The gods would not delay them long.
But you will.
Shin's like straight up excited to get another chance to kill them.
Is that a note of fear in your voice?
Experience facing off against Jedi or Ahsoka specifically? Does he know her personally?
Fucking what, Balin?
Fallen Jedi. Bro. I was about to say, oh good, he's immune to shocks at least because he's a droid, but wouldn't he be like super susceptible to shocks as a droid? He's got metal fingers up in there.
And one more.
Hu Yang's about to get jumped.
There.
I hope he doesn't.
Now, Hu Yang can scrap. He can fight. Oh shit!
Bro.
Let's go! Fucking Hu Yang Kung Fu!
Oh my god, they're fucking
Yes!
fighting.
Yes, with the back arms!
Jesus Christ.
Woo-hoo!
Oh my god.
Oh, this droid is in murder mode. Nice! Nice. That'll get their attention. Yeah, no, the sound design in this is pretty damn good. They're really carrying on the Ben Burtt aesthetic, you know? Oh! Block him with another one! Oh, that was great! Hu Yang, you did great, buddy. You did great, considering your age. Oh! This fucking fleet, dude! Gonk! Oh my god, look, there's the ghost! There's the ghost!
There's a meeting of the general staff. What do I tell them?
You'll think of something.
I would hate to be Hera's assistant, honestly. Yes!
How does a human in a Twi'lek make a humanoid
Dude,
with green
we're back.
hair?
We're in the cockpit.
I know.
My God.
Look at it. Look at it. With 5 X-wings.
Jesus
With a
Christ. My body's not ready for this, man.
Thanks for joining the party, Carson.
Carson?
Seriously, General.
Yes.
You know, you're risking an awful lot by doing this.
Well, you know how it is.
What's up, General Iroh?
On your signal, Phoenix Leader.
Phoenix Squadron. Woo!
All in on 3, 2,
Oh, sweet. We got a Rhodian pilot.
mark.
That Rhodian pilot is dying first. Calling it now.
Damn, that sucks.
I know. Okay, activating the star map. What if they read it wrong and end up at, like, the Star Forge?
The fact that we're also getting to see live action, like, semi-Dathomirian magic is kind of cool.
Oh, I think that's full bore. That was just a green flame, man. That's Night Sister magic right there.
It just looked like a Bunsen burner. It wasn't, like, crazy cool green smoke.
Sure, granted. Oh, fuck, here we go. Here we go!
Let's see that orange.
Shin fully expected them both to flinch when she did that. Look at her.
Bro, it made no sound. She just turned that shit
I mean,
off.
like, you've got some balls staring down a Mandalorian that you have previously stabbed. Alright, who the fuck are you, Marek? We gotta know.
Bro.
It's cool. It's like a simultaneous rematch right now.
I like that his blades are shorter than, like, they're
Look
slightly
at how
shorter.
red it is, dude. It's so crimson.
I think that it is very red, but I think that's also because we're getting to see it in contrast to the orange.
I think that's what it is.
But bro, her color, like,
This is great. This is the total reverse of the Jango Fett Mace Windu fight right now. The ranged unit has the other has the melee on offensive.
Ooh,
Oof.
fuck.
Oh! That was a great dodge! Let's fucking go!
Like, it's amazing she doesn't look like a cream soda, fucking orange soda Jedi with having, like, a gray color scheme and an orange blade. Oh,
That's
so
2 out of 8. You gotta
Yeah.
fill up the whole thing before we're ready.
Before the Stargate is ready. Oh, are they really turning on the spin? Of course you are.
He went on full automatic.
Oh, the saber smoke.
I'm loving all this tree slicing, by the way. It's an easy effect, but I'll never get tired of it.
It's what made Force Awakens so good.
Look at her face. She's like, "You dumb bitch. This trick has been old for years."
Right?
Oh!
Did she just...
Yes! She twin sons his ass. I guess now we'll never know who he is. Fuck.
Doesn't fucking matter. Watch him be fine. Nah, he's fine. Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
What the fuck was that?
She just felt that happen.
Go! Got this.
Oh, bitch. I've got
Holy
this.
shit. He was
Dude,
powered
he
by
just-
farts this whole time.
Fucking shadow clone jutsu.
You will regret.
Sabine's definitely going to win this fight, but I don't want Shin to die yet.
Yeah, episode 4 in. Everyone's Merrick theories just
I know.
disappeared into the fucking
And-
wind.
Disappeared into a literal puff of smoke.
Fucking wind.
Your smoke's theory sucks. Oh.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
He never mentioned you.
Few would live to see what he became. Surely that must leave a mark. Is that why you walked away? Abandoned him?
Oh, those events were unrelated.
The only reason I'm here is to secure the future.
Ambitious.
Necessary. One must destroy in order to create.
It's true. This fucking nihilistic Jedi, bro.
That's a crazy shot right now with the star map behind them.
How inevitable.
My God, I love that my Galaxy's Edge Saber makes the same sound as like they copied the Ahsoka crystal hum.
No one wants to make the first move. They're both defensive fighters.
Well, the fact that she's not using her short
Oh!
blade. I love that his hilt is just a little bit extra long.
Mm-hmm. For those two-hander swings. Nice. He's using Qui-Gon stance.
Bro, this is what a sword fight really is. Just simple, fast, direct. Oh.
Woo! Yes! I can't believe I didn't notice it in the first episode. He totally uses Qui-Gon's saber stance. Ooh! Fighting dirty. I love it. Nice!
Fucking butterfly kick for the win. Oh,
That's
there's
so
only
good.
3.
Ah!
Whoa, what a... He just tossed her.
He's so strong. I mean, obviously he had to have tricks up his sleeve to survive this long, you know? Turns out he's just, like, super powerful. Oh! Yes! Beskar for the win! Did she flinch or did she actually push her?
You have no power.
Nice! Ha!
But I got wrist rockets.
Ooh!
Oof.
Oof, it like burned her hand.
I was gonna say, why is it burning? Just because it's hot?
Because it was all like full of power and like active. Fucking pocket sand? Come on.
Fucking
Come
ninja
on.
sword.
I love it. They disarmed each other and then it got awkward, so she just ran off.
That was unwise.
Yeah, now you have one hand.
You are unwise to lower your defenses! Oh, shit, and she thinks Sabine's dead.
Nice throw.
Don't give in, Ahsoka!
No, but he's just using power swings.
For sure.
Stop!
Sweet.
Can she, though?
Away from her!
I don't think she can do it. It's the only key to finding Ezra. I don't think she can do it. Ooh!
It's okay, she's not dead.
The literal cliffhanger. She's hanging onto the cliff right now.
He's straight up Qui-Gon, yeah.
You should do as your master says. Destroy it.
Pretty sure it's blaster proof.
I know you feel that Ezra Bridger is the only family you have left. I know that's what's holding you back. Your family died on Mandalore because your master didn't trust you.
What?
Ursa and Tristan, they died in the Purge, and it had something... Oh, I knew it had something to do with that. It's when her training stopped.
Come with me. Willingly. I give you my word. No harm will come to you.
It's like, damn, even I believe him.
Do it. For Ezra.
Looking for Ezra, bitch?
It's so manipulative. You know, she really wants to trust his words because it's everything she wants. But like, come on, Sabine.
Wow.
Oh, it might be over for her and Ahsoka at this point. Like,
Wow.
Ahsoka's gonna be pissed. That just shows how masterfully Balin did that just now.
Shin, release her. Shin.
jealous because
That was like
She
the
got
loudest force choke we've ever
combat.
had. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the flame actually just comes from the emitter. It didn't come from Morgan's hand. Woo! Let's
Now
go!
shoot everything. Shoot
God, the
everything.
ghost looks so good.
Wow, we're just straight up stabbing it.
Damn.
No one will be following us.
And now Sabine has no choice but to go with them if she wants to get Ezra. Beautiful.
That is a trippy
Beautiful.
shot. Wow, I was not expecting something like that out of Star Wars for some reason. Right,
Let's
shoot
do
it.
this.
Lock S-foils in attack position.
S4s
We'll lock in the
attack
S4s.
position, bro.
Engage the hyperdrive.
They're just gonna hyperdrive through them?
Yep.
I guess it is a ring. They could do that.
The whole thing just explodes.
I can't tell if this looks high-tech or janky by Star Wars standards. That
I know,
technology.
right? Like they're turning on a particle accelerator. Is what they're doing right now.
They're gonna jump.
Take out one of the hyperdrive cores, quickly!
Oh wow.
Fuck! Ah! Damn it! I told you the Rhodian was going first. Jesus. How the hell are they supposed to follow them?
Wow.
Damn it, Balin destroyed the map. There's no way to get them back. Did Ahsoka, like, swim to somewhere safely? Oh, that's a sick transition. We in outer space? Where? Oh, nope. It's Ahsoka. What the fuck is she? Is she underwater?
Right? Like, she in a Purgle mouth?
Bro! Bro!
She in a Purgle's mouth?
She's in the fucking world between worlds! Oh my god.
How is she there? Excuse me?
Master?
What? I have full body chills.
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
What is happening?
It's Hayden's voice, bro.
Yes!
Oh, fuck. Wow. Wow.
Oh my god!
Wow.
What the fuck was that? You can't end the episode there? Ah! Dude! Dude! What was... I'm losing my mind. I don't have words right now. What the fuck just happened? Oh my god! World Between Worlds. Anakin fucking Skywalker. Alright? He called her Snips. He fucking called her Snips.
Well, I mean, okay, well, yeah, of course. I mean,
That was a
one,
hell of an episode. That was a hell of an episode.
Dude, okay.
We both have to, like, gather ourselves for a second here. Like, oh my god. And now we've got to wait a week for their conversation. That's just cruel. That's just mean.
For Anakin, dude, this is the first time we're actually gonna get to hear from quote unquote redeemed Anakin. Like, this is gonna be mind blowing.
Insane.
Because this
Insane.
this is gonna be interesting because like this is obviously after her time with Luke. So
Right.
it's gonna be like, oh, by the way, I hung out with your son. Your son's great. I'm glad that.
And
he was
here's
in
how
the
you can contact him. Right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm going to be watching this a couple times today, I can tell. That was an insane episode. Not just like, okay, so like Anakin blew my mind at the end, but like everything else that happens too. Like this was huge. So Sabine is now in that Peridia. She's in that other galaxy, right?
In the ship. Well, yeah. Well, on the way.
She's in the ring, and assuming that the jump was correct. We don't actually know if the jump was fully successful yet. She could be in some totally other place now. But either way, she's out of reach of Hera and of Ahsoka, and like I don't really know how we're supposed to get them back. I think the bad guys are going to use the ring to get to Peridia, but the good guys are going to use the Purgil somehow. The Purgil are still key to this. Marok was like just a bunch of smoke. He was fully bed knobs and broomsticks. Totally called that. I was joking. That was amazing. And you know what it makes me realize? In Star Wars Rebels, when Kanan, do you remember when Kanan defeats the Grand Inquisitor and he's like, there are some things far more terrifying than death. And like he just lets himself die. And then like we see him again in Marvel Comics and he's like perpetually on fire and just like living as like a shade, basically. Like forced to like live through like an endless death loop. Like what if something similar has happened to this Inquisitor? Maybe he was actually an Inquisitor and then he died and this is his like future torment kind of thing, you know?
That's true. But I mean, like theoretically, with Grand Inquisitor, we found the light side version of Inquisitor's energy. But then, in the comic book, we see the fiery.
Yeah, exactly, showing that like there is an afterlife for Inquisitors, and it sucks.
Well, for Force,
it's closer to an undead.
Like for Jedi, for Force wheelers, like there's you're more in tune with.
Well, sure, yeah, because you've got the living force and the cosmic force, and like that's how Force ghosts work and everything. But I mean, specifically for Inquisitors, there's like a house of horrors set up for them when they pass on, because like the Emperor is not done using them, you know?
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. Like we're gonna resurrect.
Like, you're gonna die, and then you're gonna be a ghost that has to haunt and guard some old crypt somewhere for like a millennium, like that kind of thing. That was fantastic, dude. That was fantastic. Oh, seeing the Ghost, getting live action Ghost, all of those shots of it, like in the fleet, flying in formation with X-Wings. R.I.P. to the Rhodian, who I unfortunately knew he was going to die because we just can't let alien side characters live for some reason when they're pilots. That was fantastic. Oh, yeah, and shout out to Carson Teva for showing back up again. Love that.
For sure.
I
think it's partially to help weave, help weave the quilt. It'd be like, oh, we saw this dude in Mando. So with this,
we know he's friends with Zeb, so it would make sense that he also knows Hera. He hangs out with the whole Phoenix gang. They probably all play sabacc together at that little outpost.
It's true. Actually, it's kind of funny that we haven't seen Sid just yet. But
He'll show up. I'm sure that we're going to get at least once Ezra comes back. If it's this season, we're going to get at least one shot of the whole gang together, preferably on the bridge of the Ghost. That would just be like
I forget how many episodes we're getting altogether.
There are 8 episodes total, so we are halfway through. We're more than halfway through now, technically, which is intense. A lot can happen, but there's only 4 more episodes.
It's such a good series.
This was fantastic.
I'm loving so much about it. Costumes wise, the costumes are phenomenal. The fight choreography this episode was spot on. The
choreography itself was really cool. I loved Ahsoka just picking up a guy and then using him as cover while another guy's firing, just like brutal. Loved it. And fucking Hu Yang actually fought. We got to see him fight in live action, and it was dope.
Back arms,
it was dope.
Like a ball.
Yeah. Overall, I think this definitely jumped to the top of my list, and it's probably going to get replaced with next week's episode since we're going to get the conversation that we've all been like theorizing about and talking about and speculating about for like years.
Right? Some version of the conversation.
I can't wait.
That was
we don't
fantastic. Even know if this is like the first conversation. Well, I'm assuming this is probably the first conversation.
She seemed really surprised to even hear his voice, let alone see him. So I think that she's probably reached out to him in meditation many, many times, but he's never like answered back. So she fell off the cliff and ended up in the world between worlds. I'm wondering if she like sort of reflexively went into a sort of battle meditation, kind of a Jedi version of the Avatar state to like subconsciously to protect herself from dying while she fell. And that's how she got there. I really don't know. I don't think anyone.
She's physically not there. She's only mentally there, and her physical body is like floating in the ocean somewhere.
Yikes! I hope not. I hope she could get her body to dry land before she astral projects.
The Avatar state was only for your mental self. It wasn't for your.
Right,
That's
right.
why Aang needed his physical body protected all the time.
I think she's physically there. I think she physically got transported there somehow.
It's crazy.
And Balin destroyed the fucking map, so now there's no way to get to Sabine unless we grab a Purgil and use them to get there. I think that's going to have to be the answer.
Melted that
honestly.
shit. Completely melted that shit. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was a really cool sequence. I love that he uses Qui-Gon's fighting style, and he's just
very
like,
awesome.
he's just overpowering two-handed swings. Like, he's like strong, slow, and steady to Ahsoka's like quick flourishes and thrusts. Like, they're absolutely opposite styles, and he won out. He really did. Like, his style trumped hers for this fight. There's definitely going to be a rematch, but like, yeah, he's a formidable opponent. Every moment that he's on screen, he's absolutely capturing my attention. I love this character so much, and
His costume is so fucking cool.
it's really heartbreaking that Ray Stevenson did not live to get to see how warmly his character is being received by the fans, because everyone's talking about how awesome he is, and I just wish that he could know that, you know? So rest in peace, Ray Stevenson. You are consistently impressing us with your performances in this show, and I wish it didn't have to be his last role, but at least he's going out on the highest of notes. He's really killing it here. He's doing an amazing job. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been our reaction to Ahsoka Part 4. I hope you enjoyed it. This reaction was edited by Nerd Chronic to comply with fair use. If you want to check out the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.